What up, what up, what up? This is your boy JK Rap Genius. And right here on Rubonga to Juju, you can follow me everywhere on YouTube under the name JK Rap Genius, on Instagram at the same name JK Rap Genius, or Facebook or TikTok. Always on, always here to update you on the latest. And now the latest is 50 Cent is on again, uh, going on again with a new documentary series called P Diddy The Reckoning. And for those who don't know, I'll take you back to history. So some over 25 years ago, let me just say 2003, uh, that's when the rapper 50 Cent came up. He blew back. But right after people started knowing who 50 Cent is, 50 got shot 9 times. He survived, which most cases many people don't. But after 9 shots, he survived. And uh, so 50 Cent came back. Of course, he went out of the scene. He came back. And when he came back, he came with a record. He used to do a lot of mixtapes and he used to sell just on the streets, like we do. And one of the single that he did, and this single made sure everybody in the industry, like the big industry, Jay-Z, you know, people like Jay-Z, Nas, P. Diddy, like all those names, he made sure they know who he is and who is coming. So the single is called How to Rap by 50 Cent. You can go listen to it. It's a very nice song, written, rise, very, very, very nice. So of course, this record also put him in trouble between a lot of people, and of course some people, of course, they were like respect to the to 50 Cent. And but anyway, now a lot of labels started getting interested. And this is before Dr. Dre and Eminem uh, signed the 50 Cent. Before that, there was like, Vassal, they were, 50 Cent was signing Vassal and Colombia. And there, when you do something and it's just that time that clicks and God say, this is your time. And there's a lot then there was a lot of going on. So this is a story that I also heard, and I can also just tell you just the same way I heard from someone who was close to 50 Cent. They say PDD of Puffy, he sent his people to 50 Cent because he wanted 50 Cent to come and work for him as songwriter, like ghostwriter. And actually, people don't know. There's a lot of songs written by 50 Cent. People, they will tell you there's a lot of songs 50 Cent has written for people because he's really, really, really good writer. But anyway, the funny thing of this story is when 50 Cent got to the office, to this meeting, the first thing he did, 50 Cent took out his gun and put it on the table. Like, who does that? Like, crazy, right? But you can imagine this is a man who has been shot 9 times, and people who tried that, they did not succeed. So, of course, after that, everything around you become like it's intense. You become very, very aware of your surrounding. And 50 Cent, I think this time the man say he just wanted to show P Diddy, I'm not here for bullshit. I'm here and you're going to handle this as a business, real business. I'm not going to work for nobody. I'm going here. If you want to sign me, you can sign me, but I'm not going to work under the curtains. It's my time now. Ooh, and what happened? P. Diddy was like, man, I don't have time to deal with the bullshit. So, of course, the deal never happened. It never signed. But that, of course, like we say, when one door closes, the other one opens. And that's when, of course, Eminem got a hold of 50 Cent's mixtape, and he shared with Dr. Dre, and someone brought them. And of course, it was all this, and they flew. Fifth Cent to the studios where he was, I think in LA or Detroit, something like that. And of course, after that, everything changed. It was history after that. 50 Cent under Eminem did the biggest debut album in hip hop history. Get Rich or Die Trying. Until today, is one of my favorite albums. So back to PDD. So PDD, um, we for people we just knew him as a music mogul. He's a very creative guy, very successful. But now people are realizing that behind this success, there was a lot of damage, there was a lot of hate, there was a lot of pain, there was a lot of blood involved. PDD was doing a lot. PDD was doing a lot, and I understand industry is a very dirty place. Hollywood is dirty. You have to be dirty sometime just to get through. And unfortunately for PDD, he's been arrested. He's been indicted for several crimes of against humanity, several crime against, doing a lot of bad things, which I cannot mention here. But now, of course, 50 Cent already promised, and he was. I don't know how he came to these steps, but 50 Cent produced a Netflix documentary is called Puffy the Reckoning, Puff Daddy the Reckoning, and it's about Puff Daddy and a lot of things that he was doing behind the scene, not good things, bad things, and of course that doesn't help him if he's in his appeal against his crimes, and now people are coming out. People who he abused, women and men who he abused, is people who he co-workers and producers and a lot of things, they are coming out. And I can understand, because if I was in the same case and I was like, okay, someone is a lot of he has a lot of connection, is richer than me. Even if I have the evidence, I have to think twice about my family, because it can hurt my family. Because you have to think, if this person was ready to go that far to hurt someone like Tupac, to hurt someone like Biggie. Of course, this allegedly, so he's been accused that he has done all accusation. We don't know, but it happened during this time when he was really trying to be big, and he used to say. And there's a lot of evidence that are supporting that, but of course, there has to be a solid evidence that he was directly involved in the death of Tupac and Biggie and a lot of people. But there's a woman also called Casey, which this woman used to be with someone. And when you see in this documentary, of course, the documentary is just showing a little bit, but uh, this Casey, the girl, used to be with someone who used to also be a close friend to P. And people say he was known for taking people's women, and he'll do that, and he will hurt the partner for that. And in this case, she's one of the women who suffered a lot during, and you can see also in those tapes how in one moment he's kicking her. She's tried to leave, and he follows her with his towel, and he just kicking. So people are coming at fifth sense and say like, how do you kick a man who is already down? And I'm like, that is literally what P. Diddy was doing. He was kicking that woman, a black woman, by the way. So for people who are out there criticizing 50 Cent and saying, oh, that's not good, that's not right, why did you have to do that? P. Diddy was already down. He was already down. The FBI and every other lawyers and every media, they had these tapes. 50 Cent didn't have these tapes directly. He had these tapes from someone who had these tapes. The law, they had these tapes. So why are we surprised? Why are we saying 50 Cent, he kicked this man while he is already in jail? The only thing that 50 has done is to collectively show us all, or just part of how P. Diddy was. And people are like, yeah, you can, yeah, I hate when another black man brings down another black man. No, evil is evil. Evil has no color. We have to, black people, we have to just like draw the line and say, okay, if you are going there and you're shooting those people, We don't care if you're black people, if you're black person, we won't tolerate. If you're going to mess up our money, if you're going to mess up our name, our integrity, you know, we don't care about you. To hell with you. I don't care if you're a black person. I don't care if you're my brother. I don't care if you're my sister. If you do shit that to hurt me and my family, I don't care. You face the law. And that's what we should do. That's what everybody, every race should strive. If it's a white person chasing a black guy who is just jogging and just shooting this man, white community should rise up and say, we don't give a shit about these two idiots. They should go to jail. Why you want to protect evil? What about the families of Casey? They're happy that this guy finally is paying for his wrongdoing. And there's a lot of people. If you hear like his producer, the guy you say this man was touching me, unwillingly, yeah. And then there is this idiot now coming, this Marlon. I love Marlon. I'm watching his movies and it's funny, you know. But now you are going to lose a lot of, a scary movie 6. I think you're going to lose a lot of people if either you stay out of this because this has nothing to do with you. This is between 50 Cent and P Diddy and the people that he had. But you are there. I don't know what you're trying to do to protecting yourself because you've been there's a lot of interviews you claim you are in Diddy's parties a lot. So if you're wise enough, of course you're messed up now because people are like, okay, what's up with this guy? Why are you so interested in protecting P Diddy? He did evil. 50 Cent just exposed, didn't actually expose. He just almost just edited the tapes that were already there. You understand? So Marlon, just shut up, man. You already messed up, and 50 Cent is another guy. 50 Cent, he doesn't let things just slide. He doesn't until he say, this beef ain't over. Until I say it's over, then it's not over. You can ask Fat Joe. He said, Fifth James is a good dude, but you are beefing. They used to beef with with Fat Joe, with the locks, like for a long time because they were collaborating with Jarul, and Jarul and 50 Cent. They're still going up. Until today, over I don't know how many years, they're still beefing. And Jarul tried some last month. Jarul said, I'm tired. I don't want to beef anymore with 50 Cent. What did 50 Cent do? He went back to the internet, clapped back and said, no, dude, you are mine until I say it's over. This ain't over. When I tell you 50 Cent, he knows the thing, man. So anyway, this is your boy GK. You go out there, go in Netflix, watch out that documentary. It's called Puff Daddy, The Reckoning, and make sure you support 50 Cent work. There's a lot of shows he's doing, of course, and it's really interesting. And hey, we are looking for jobs too. We right, 50 Cent. Come on, man. Give us a job. This is your boy GK Rap Genius right here, and I'll see you soon.